All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Talkin Hands. We are back live previewing UFC and ESPN Plus. Anthony Smith versus Rakić. I'm your host, Preston Ekdahl. As always, joined by my co-host, Slaughterhouse1 on Twitter. Jeff, how are we doing this week?
What's up, everybody? We're doing pretty good. Coming off a pretty good card last week. We went 3-0 for our best bets. It's not bad, and we look to follow up with even better night here.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully,
It's an interesting card, definitely.
Very interesting.
We can go. We're brought to you by Natural Heights. If you have stress, anxiety, joint pain, PTSD, or insomnia, pay Natural Heights a visit. They are located at 1880 Nacogdoches Road. Phone number is 210-592-1060. And if you are going to bet, you can bet with us. We bet on mybookie.ag. If you make a minimum deposit of $99, you'll get a 50% deposit bonus using promo code PUBSports. That's mybookie.ag, promo code PUBSports.
Or you could do what I do and go Bitcoin, and they'll match your full deposit. So you put in $500, they'll match up to $500.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a steal.
That is awesome. We got Nick in the chat. Nick, how's it going, Nick?
What's up, Nick?
And we can, I guess, just get started.
Is that Boston Nick?
Yeah, Boston Nick. Yep, Boston Nick.
Okay, well, Boston Nick, they're going to be with us tomorrow night, aren't they? Starting.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. So we can. I think my bout order is weird. I don't even know what the first fight is.
I think the first fight I have is Sean Bradley, Christian Aguilera, but I don't know for sure.
Okay, yeah, we can go with that then.
Okay, is that what you have? I want to start it off right here.
Yeah, because
I got Molly.
Yeah, Sherdog is Mallory Martin versus Hannah Ciphers. That's what Sherdog is, and then they're usually pretty accurate. So we can go with that one. So Mallory Martin versus Hannah Ciphers.
Yep, she comes in at minus. Mallory Martin comes in at minus 315. Hannah Ciphers plus 255. Over and under here 2.5. Over minus 270. The under plus 210. What you got, Preston?
Yeah, so Hannah Ciphers missed weight. She didn't look too good on the scales today. I noticed she missed weight by a pound. She's been on a bad skid. A lot of tough fights, though. They gave her the good jiu-jitsu girl. What's her name? Mackenzie Dern. Agapova killed her, and she got
Hill.
Yeah, ground and pounded by Angela Hill. Mallory Martin, British, good, decent grappler. She likes to wrestle, decent hands. Pretty heavy favorite, but she's going to be the bigger girl in the octagon in the cage tomorrow. Her last fight, she got choked out by Verna, who she looked really good. Her last fight, she tapped out Felice Herrig really quick. So I'm going to go with Mallory Martin here, kind of using her hands, get Ciphers down, just control her, and get a decision. So I'm going to take the favorite here.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, too, is Ciphers has faced 3 very good opponents, and I think she's taken a little bit of a step down here. And she's fighting someone that's a little bit closer to her size. I mean, I know that she's going to be a little, Mallory's going to be a little bit bigger of the fighter, but she's only got, I think, a 2-inch reach I saw. So that's not that big. And I think Ciphers is probably a little bit stronger in there, but she doesn't offer too much. She has okay takedown defense, but I see Mallory having to get this to the ground and just wrestling her way to a victory. I don't bet on women's MMA here, and I don't plan to on this fight, because I still think Ciphers could potentially clip her. I don't think, we'll see a KO in this fight at all, but, point fighting, MMA, women's MMA, you never want to put a lot of money on this. So I'm going to go ahead and pass, but I do think Mallory has a path to victory wrestling her way and getting on top and kind of controlling the fight that way.
Yeah, so we agree with that one. Mallory Martin. Move on here. I have Emily Whitmire taking on Poliana Viana.
It's another weird fight. So we got Poliana coming in now as the dog, plus 110. Emily Whitmire, minus 140. Over and under 2.5. Over, minus 180. Under, plus 150. Tough fight, man. Not very, very high level MMA, in my opinion. Were we really starting this card off with 2 women's MMA back to back? Is that the way this works? Because that's kind of strange there. But Man, I mean, I guess Whitmire has a little bit more size. She's the wrestler here, probably a little bit cleaner, better, crisper boxing. Pollyanna, I think as far as volume, she's going to throw more volume. She probably, I don't know, I want to say hits a little harder with, and has some good kicks. She is the black belt, and I think she's probably a little bit better on the mats. Although Whitmire, with the wrestling background, I could see her kind of getting on top, controlling this. But she doesn't do a lot of damage on top, and that's something I don't like about her. Man, I see a decision here either way. I'm not going to bet this at all, and I'll probably lean Emily just right out of decision here.
Yeah, so Emily Whitmire, she's looked good in some of her fights. Her last fight, not really thrown to the wolves in hindsight, but Amanda Hebus has looked very good in her fights. Whitmire, like you said, grappled pretty good. Pollyanna has, I guess, a better, higher black belt ranking, but Pollyanna hasn't really done much of anything in the UFC.
But she did knock out Amanda Ribas, so that's weird. Right? Didn't she knock her down at one point? Knock her out?
Emily Whitmire?
No, Paulina.
Yeah, she did. Wow, yeah, she did.
Isn't that
back
crazy?
in the day. Holy cow.
That's what I was like.
Yeah, what a win there.
I know.
Yeah, that's really old.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I didn't see that one. I just remember her fights in the UFC where it seems like that she's going in there and not doing anything.
But I saw that too, and I was like, man, that changes a little bit of perspective because she can.
Yeah, if she can crack like that, yeah, she could. She could probably take Whitmire too. But I know Pollyanna's a fade for a lot of people. Her last fight was just really bad. I think it was like a pick'em versus Macedo.
Yeah,
and she got armbarred immediately. And before that, I actually think I picked her against Hannah Ciphers, and Ciphers just outworked her. And if Ciphers outworks you, I think Whitmire can as well. I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to take Emily Whitmire. But like you said, women's MMA, not exactly the best thing to be betting, especially low level. So we can move on from that one. Fight 3, I have Christian Eulera taking on Sean Brady.
Okay, mybookie.ag's got Christian Aguilera coming in at the big dog here. We'll go with Sean Bradley first. Minus 435, the huge favorite. Christian catching the big points, plus 335. Over and under 2.5. Over minus 130. Under even money. Yeah, I mean, man, this is tough for me. Another fight I don't want to bet because I'm not going to lay the 435 with Sean Bradley. Coming in here looking pretty good, 12-0 record, black belt jiu-jitsu, high grappler, high skilled leveler, hits the mat. This guy's definitely got the advantage. Christian Aguilera, we saw what he did, caught Anthony Ivy with some kind of weird, like soft blow to the forehead, which didn't seem that powerful.
Yeah, but it wasn't a great look for the San Antonio boy.
No, it was not. But he gets another crack at it soon, so we'll see.
Yeah, 2 weeks, I think.
But so anyway, Christian comes in with probably a little bit of the power edge. He's kind of a look to go out there and kill or be killed type fighter, from what I've watched. Sean Bradley is smart, high IQ. I think he's more of the technical striker here. Probably doesn't have the power, but he has dropped some people in the past. I do like, however, Sean Bradley's IQ. He mixes it up well. He can get those double, single leg takedowns, control your ass on the mat, and he's definitely got the advantage on the mat here. So the only way I could see this going is Sean Bradley for the win, and I'd probably say by decision. So over minus 130. I could see a sub 2 here.
Yeah. So like you said, Christian Aguilera in the tape I've watched is definitely kind of go in. Rush in, balls, just like fight, heavy shots, try to land a bomb, get you out of there. Sean Brady looked good in his last fight. I picked against him. He fought, Ishmael Nardiev. I thought Nardiev was going to have the striking advantage, the length, kind of control the fight on the feet. But Brady just was relentless with that takedown and that ground and pound and wrestling pressure, got him down, controlled him, and just beat him up. Kind of like what you're saying with that over. He has 2 UFC fights, both by decision. He hasn't looked, he's looked good, but he hasn't looked like dynamic.
He does enough to get the job done is what I've noticed.
Yeah, he's definitely a good fighter if he's ever lined a little lower, like in that 2 to 250 range against this type of competition, because he will. He'll probably just get you down, beat you up, and win a decision. 410, 420, 430, whatever he is pretty nuts. Because
And I wouldn't even parlay that shit, to be
yeah,
honest with y'all.
yeah, because even with that, you know,
why do it? You're just taking down your fucking
yeah, you're playing it like he's like a Khabib kind of type fighter. And this Christian Eulera guy, yeah, he has 6 defeats, but he came in with a nice first round finish. So, maybe he's got sneaky good power. You get clipped on the chin. We saw it last week. The guy who beat Timur Valiev, Timur was beating the hell out of him the first round. Second round comes, and he finishes him plus 400 underdog wins. The girl fight, Dobson, plus 900 underdog wins.
Yeah, no shit.
So when you get to these big numbers, it's unless they're like well-known fighters, which we'll get to probably really not even on this card, but other cards like a Colby Covington, you can trust what you see here. I got to see it more, and especially against better competition, but I'm going to take Sean Brady by decision. I'm going to agree with Jeff on that one. We move on.
By decision, though, if you want to play that prop, it's plus 600. I kind of would go with that or the sub, plus 500 for the sub. Sean Brady is a black belt under Daniel Gracie, so that probably worth something. So play it as you will.
Yeah, next fight we have Alex Caceres taking on Austin Springer. Late notice fight replacement here.
Alex Caceres is coming in as the favorite here, minus 200 against Austin Springer, plus 160, over and under 2.5, over minus 195, under plus 160. Man, another kind of fight. Austin Springer coming in off the regional scene. Looks like he's making his debut. Tough kid. Competition level is not near what Alex, has faced in the UFC in his career. But again, I'm not a big fan on Alex at all. There's something about him I don't like. And I don't think he's as good as people, striking at least. Look what he couldn't even really finish Hooper. Hooper was a tough kid, but you would think someone with a striking advantage would be able to put him out.
Right.
But I don't know, man. Alex is the only way I could bet here. I'm not going to play this, but Alex minus 200, it's not horrible, especially with someone coming in off the regional scene who doesn't look like, he's got a ton of, I just see him kind of with some heavy hands, and that's about it, man. He doesn't impress me, kind of flat-footed. His competition level's kind of garbage. I mean, he's faced some old fighters in here, and it just doesn't look good. So this should be an easy win for Alex.
Yeah, and then so we have some good comments here. Nev in the chat, Far From Entertaining Podcast. Okay, Nev, we've bet literally around $50,000 since we've been on the show, so not sure what much more you want. Do you bet that much, Nev? Just wondering.
Needs a little bit of spice.
Yeah, so
well, we come on Saturdays, we get drunk. I don't know if that's a little bit of spice.
Yeah, so
I smoke,
Yeah, not sure what you're going with there, but yeah.
I'm more of a mellow kind of guy here.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm with Jeff here. Caceres should get the job done. He looked very good his last fight against beating the, I guess, poor prospect now in Chase Hooper, who literally had no striking on the feet, no hands. And Caceres looked good there. He was training to fight Giga Chikadze. Springer comes in. Springer comes in off a win over Giga in the Contender Series. So you wonder, why is the line minus 200 Caceres? Because Caceres has looked good, weighed in well, looked great. Springer comes in late, doesn't weigh in that good. And he's going to try to, I think, grapple with Caceres. Caceres was fighting a striker. Sure, maybe Springer can get him down, shoot a double, put him on the mat. I don't see that happening. I'm going to take Alex Caceres to win. Unfortunately, another decision. So, hey, that's what the UFC usually is, right? So yeah, we can move on here. Zach Cummings taking on Alessio Di Chirico.
Zach Cummings coming in at minus 110. Di Chirico plus minus 120, over and under 2.5, minus 235, under 2.5 is plus 195. Got some big numbers there. Man, this is another tough fight. Like these two guys just kind of are the same dude, flat-footed, a little bit slow. Zach Cummings has a big edge on the ground, black belt. real strong on the clinch. Doesn't do a lot of volume enough for me. I wish he would throw more. We know he's durable as hell. Like, he takes some shots, he can take some damage, but he takes too much damage, and I don't like that. Alessio, he's okay. He's just kind of middle of the road for me. I think he'll probably have a little of advantage on the striking on the feet, but not by much. Zach probably even carries more of the power, to be honest with you. And Alessio's takedown defense isn't great. And we don't see Cummings use his black belt jiu-jitsu enough, but I feel like the older you get, like, they're just looking for wins. I feel like he can come out here and he can use that clinch game, drag down Alessio, and get him on the ground somehow and just kind of ride it out, or sub him. So I'm going with Zach Cummings here.
Yeah, I mean, Cummings has been in the UFC for, 6-7 years now.
Wow.
And just kind of really run-of-the-mill, good journeyman type. Alessio, I think, came in a little more hype, hasn't lived up to it, has just these guys just don't throw enough. They don't do enough on the feet. Cummings definitely, like you're saying,
time to open it up.
He has snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. He's losing to Trevin Giles, gets a choke there in round 3. Only problem is he never really, like I said, looks that great. He does have the ground, the wrestling advantage. But I think if this fight goes 3, I'm going to lean Alessio. I think Alessio can do a little more. But again, this to me is not a good betting fight. I don't want to say you're flipping a coin, but at the odds they are even now, you're looking at 120 plus 100 around there. So I'm going to go with Alessio by decision. But again, not really a great betting fight for me.
Yeah, exactly. But let me just tell you, this proper 12 is some proper shit, man. Fucking every time I have it, I just can't ever get over that first few tastes. I mean, the first few drinks there.
Yeah, so
rough,
I forgot.
After that, it's all smooth sailing, though.
Yeah, the proper 12, right? Move on here. This should be a good one. Now, this should be a good fight. Maki Patolo taking on Impa Cassagnay.
Okay, so Maki Patolo comes in at plus 105, Impa minus 135, over and under 2.5, over minus 160, under plus 130. I kind of like the over here. I'll be honest with you. This is a tough fight because Maki, he's fought in a lot lately, it seems like, and he goes up and down in weight, and you kind of wonder what that does to someone's body. I know it's 10 pounds, but still.
Yeah, 15.
15. I mean, yeah. So still, that's got to be a pain in the fucking ass, and you got to worry about that. I do think he holds the power in this fight a little bit. I think he has, we've seen what he does. He likes to blitz, and he likes to throw combos, and he likes to try to put people down. He does have a good wrestling background, underrated. We didn't see that in this last fight. Actually, we did, and he put his head right into a choke. That's right, with Stewart, isn't it?
Yeah.
He took him down at ease. But on the other side, Impa, I mean, I think he's more of the technical striker here, man. I'm kind of torn on this fight because this is one I'm kind of looking at betting on. I want to hear what you got to say first.
Yeah, so I think where you're going with, because I do agree if Maki doesn't clip him, Impa's probably going to win a decision here. Because, yeah, he is longer, rangier, and the only deal is Maki he continues to hit hard as the fight goes on. We saw it was again in June against Charles Byrd. First round was kind of dicey. Maki still had that gas tank. With moving up in weight, he's been able to maintain that gas tank to push hard for 3 rounds. But Impa looks to be the rangier striker, control the distance better, good leg kicks, good straights, good jabs, and like I said, if Maki clips you, you're going down. But if he doesn't, Maki isn't going to win a lot of fights in the UFC, personally, in my opinion. And if Impa's as good, and I think they signed him for a reason and got him this fight in 2 weeks. If he's as good as, I think what the UFC sees in him, this is a fight he should win.
I agree.
Impa by decision is my pick.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I was leaning because I do think, and Impa's the better athlete here just in general. And I mean, he's such a good grappler and he's smart, going to use those clinch, double takedowns, double leg takedowns. He'll get Maki up against that fence in the clinch, drag his ass down, take his back. I mean, he's going to do what he's got to do. He seems like that's kind of been his career, is like he just gets the job done. So I'm definitely on Impa as well. minus 135. Shit, that might be my best bet of the night even. I don't know.
Yeah, so now this should be a good one. Main card opens up Magomed Ankalaev rematching Ion Cutelaba. We saw what the first fight happened. Finally, we get the rematch.
Yeah, Ankalaev comes in as the big favorite, minus 315. Cutelaba plus 255, over and under 1.5, minus 135, over, under, plus 105. What do you got here, buddy?
Yeah, this is a good fight. So Ion Cutelaba comes in, rushes, gets angry, doesn't give us, does not care what you do. He's there to finish you. Ankalaev, we saw in the weigh-in today, Cutelaba tried to get in his face. Ankalaev really doesn't care.
No.
And Ankalaev's tough. Tough Russian guy,
Yeah.
good wrestler, heavy hands, beats people up a lot if he gets it to the ground. Ion can clip you, definitely can clip you. He was beating up Glover Teixeira really bad. Glover gets that second win, puts him down, finishes him. If Ion doesn't blitz you or clip you, he's probably going to lose. Really juicy line, though, for Ankalaev. I think he's going to win the fight. I don't really like laying the 320. I think the under might be worth a look, but again, it's 1.5 rounds. So you're expecting a super high firefight round one. I don't know if I see that happening, but I'm going to take Ankalaev to win. Lean under, maybe an Ankalaev inside the distance. Or, you can always flip the coin, take that shot with Cutelaba to catch him. I just think Ankalaev has the better skills.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. Ankalaev in all around aspects of this fight is going to be the better fighter by far. Powerful kicks, very strong grappling, great wrestler, very strong on the clinch, likes to control people from that angle, from the fence, does a lot of damage from that position with, landing some hard elbows and knees. Cutelaba, we've seen him. I mean, he gasses out a lot. If he doesn't get that first initial, I'd say minute and a half knockout from his blitzes, he kind of starts slowing down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I know people have said that he's pretty good in the grappling wrestling department. I haven't seen it. I don't think he's that great. I've seen him getting taken down. He's not going to be that great against someone like Ankalaev, and I'm going him as well. I mean, you can't, like you said, it's hard to bet it, man, but I'll go the over. I don't think that's a bad look. Minus 135, over 1.5. I could see him grinding this thing out to a decision because, like you said, Magomed doesn't cave into this shit. He's going to be the more technical striker. He can even knock out Cutelaba, but he's going to be the more technical striker. So he's willing to sit back, wait. If you watch the first fight or the second fight, or whatever fight, the last one, Cutelaba blitzes in and he's throwing all these fucking huge shots, and Homeboy's just missing. Like he's missing.
Yep.
So I could see that totally. Homeboy, Magomed just kind of chilling, letting things roll, and then going from there, dude, and riding this shit out. So I do like the over a little bit, over 1.5, minus 135.
Okay, so we move on here. Another late notice replacement fight. Recaro Llamas taking on Bill Algio. The fight previously was going to be a really good win with Ryan Hall, but another replacement, UFC in quarantine. So.
And I probably would have taken Ryan Hall, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me too.
That would have been awesome. But Ricardo Llamas comes in minus 305. Bill Algio, is that it? Legio?
Yeah, ALGO, yeah.
Plus 245, over and under 2.5, over plus 105, under minus 135. Wow, they're thinking this goes under. Interesting. What do you got here? Because to me, it's a little bit one-sided. I'll be honest with you. Ricardo Llamas is the way better fighter in all aspects of this. Yeah, I know he's chinny as hell. He gets knocked down a lot, but I mean, the dude's coming out for 1 day notice. He almost didn't get a shot back at the UFC. All right. I mean, let me look at. Go ahead. I'll let you talk for a minute while I'm.
Yeah, so Recaro Llamas, we know what he is. He's a good grappler. He used to have pretty good heavy hands. I mean, power, they say, is the last thing to go. So he should still have some good heavy hands. I think that's why they're saying the under might be worth a look, or how they lined it with the late notice replacement. Llamas, so has to use the grappling, has to wrestle him down, get him down, beat him up. I actually thought Llamas was going to beat Calvin Kattar. Hindsight's 2020. We saw what Calvin Kattar is now. top 5 guy who should fight Max Holloway soon. But yeah, Bill, I've seen he has one Contender Series fight. Came in pretty hot, was striking pretty good, had good clinch work. But again, another kind of one of these run of the mill type guys. He's getting his chance here, late notice. Maybe he clips Llamas. Llamas is 38 now, older. But Llamas looked in great shape, made weight fine. I just, until Llamas loses to this caliber fighter, I got to take Llamas here to win the fight.
Yeah, no, I agree. And the thing is, man, but you look at Bill's record, I'm just looking at it, and he does have some good competition now. He's got losses to Shane Burgos, Jared Gordon. I mean, those are two reputable names that have made a big impact here in the UFC. And then he took his loss at the Contender Series. I mean, he's a good fighter, man, but I just think it's Ricardo's fight to lose in all aspects, man. But again, you can't bet the 305 with someone that's so chinny. Like, you just can't.
Right.
I don't think so, but
yeah, no, I agree.
Because it was one shot, and we've seen Ricardo get dropped plenty of times. Like, man, it's just tough. But yeah, so Ricardo all the way for me. I mean, over and under. What's Ricardo by sub? We don't even see that prop yet, so we'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, so we can move on here. Fighter who's burned me quite a bit, Alexa Grasso, taking on Ji Yeon Kim.
Alexa Grasso coming in minus 300, Gio Kim plus 240, over and under 2.5, over minus 410, under 310. What do you got here since Alexa's burned you? I know she burned you for a big parlay at one point.
Yeah, so her last fight, she loses a decision to Carlos Esparza. I thought the fight was a draw. She loses round 1, round 2, 10-9, 10-9. Round 3, gets Esparza down on the ground, beats, however, pretty clear 10-8, especially with how they've been judging fights. They don't score at 10-8. I drop a $5,000 parlay on that fight, which was absurd. Ji Yeon Kim, seen her last fight. She beats the hometown girl, Nadia Kasem, another overrated fighter. She was supposed to fight, what's her name? Miranda Granger. Granger was going to be minus 800 against Kasem. So that shows you what that value win is for Kim. Kim, though, has good striking. Tall, long. This fight is at 125 flyweight. Grasso, though, is moving up. Missed weight bad a couple times at 115. She moves up. Feels, looks good, looks healthy, and she can strike with you. And this is why people are saying take the chance with Kim. I think Grasso, for me, is, I don't want to say the best bet on the board, but I think she's one of the safer bets on the board, because she just fought one of the more technical strikers and beat her standing at her own game in Karolina Kovacevic. Kim, I don't think, has that kind of skill to challenge Grasso in that aspect. I think Grasso can beat her standing and can beat her on the ground. I'm all over Grasso. I know you're laying 280, 300. It's a steep price. People are saying, oh, Kim's a taller, rangier girl. Grasso's going to get caught a lot coming in. I don't think that's going to happen. I really like Grasso here. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I did worry about that a tad. I mean, Grasso to me, everything you said, but, man, I think she's going to have the advantage here, believe it or not, and definitely in the wrestling. Yao Kim has no takedown defense, not a very good grappler, not a very good wrestler. She's strictly just a pretty much boxer. And I do see that if she can put together some combos and has Alexa against the fence, she could hurt Alexa, but I don't see that happening, man. I think Grasso uses her wrestling skills. She's going to mix in some takedowns and kind of control the fight that way. Even if she does stand with her, I think she can hang. I don't think she's going to be totally outmatched there. I do lean Kim the little bit slighter, better boxer, but all around MMA, I mean, Alexa all the way. And I think she has to get back in the win column here. So she needs this fight. She needs to get the streak going. Alexa.
Yeah, agree there. Okay, move on. Co-main event. Interesting fight here. Robbie Lawler comes back off his horrible loss against Colby Covington, August 3rd, 2019, taking on Neil Magny. Magny's look good. Magny, though, is a pretty sizable favorite, according to mybookie.ag.
Yeah, minus 260. And Robbie Lawler comes in at plus 200. Over and under 2.5. Over minus 250. Under plus 195. Yeah, Magny's looked okay. I'm not going to say he's looked great.
Well, against
and he's looked okay versus okay people.
Li
and
Jing
Martin.
Lang and Rocco Martin.
And I
Rocco
had
Martin was a
Rocco.
close fight.
And
yeah.
Rocco gassed out.
Yeah, that was a close fight.
If he wouldn't have gassed out, maybe he could have pulled that out. The thing I don't like about Magny, and I'll be straight honest, is dude, his fucking legs are weak.
Well,
we see it all the time.
Legs. Yeah, very.
He gets kicked in the legs, which Robbie Lawler will throw those calf kicks. Guarantee you that. Neil Magny, he leans on that front leg so much. Now Magny's the bigger, rangier, guy, gonna probably put up definitely more volume. We saw Kobe Covington do what he did to Lawler last fight and put up the most strikes ever.
Lawler did nothing.
But
fight.
That's a testament to Lawler. Look at his last fucking 3 fights. Yeah, he's lost them all, but look at the competition difference.
Yeah, Askren, Covington.
Askren's very questionable. Could have fucking been stopped either way.
Askren, Covington. I don't even know who was before that. Oh, RDA.
ADA, yeah. Or RDA,
yeah. Dos Anjos.
So it's not fucking horrible competition. The dude's on a different level than Magny. Magny, yeah, he's probably gonna win a point because that's what he is, a point fighter. He's pretty good in the clinch. Robbie's very underrated wrestler himself. The reach is going to be tough for Robbie. I will be honest with that. The lack of volume is going to be tough for Robbie. But man, I can't back Magny. I don't see anything that impresses me with this guy that much. I wouldn't bet it, and this is clearly a dog or pass for me. And I might even lay $100 on Lawler if I'm up big, but I have no interest betting Magny at all. Not at 260. Definitely not against someone as tough as Robbie. Robbie hasn't been finished in how long? I know he hasn't won, but he also hasn't been finished. The guy's tough as nails, and he's gonna get some heavy punches on Magny. So it's all gonna be Magny's fight to lose, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm gonna just pick a dog here and go with Robbie.
Yeah, so this line opened. It actually opened at 110. So it opened at a pick'em price,
which is nuts.
Magny immediately went to 140, and then Magny went all the way up to 200, and then even recently, like you said, we're seeing some 250s, 260s, which is wild because yeah, if Robbie can still pull the trigger, throw those heavy bombs, get it, make it a rough and tough fight. He can't let Magny dictate him jabbing away, clinching him.
Clinching's the real thing because Magny is good in that clinch. I will be honest. And the thing that does scare me, I'm just going to cut you off real quick, is the cardio. Obviously, Magny has excellent cardio.
Yeah, especially since he's come back. Yeah.
So you made a good point. Robbie has to make this very physical those first 2 rounds and give it his fucking all, because he's not going to win this outpointing fucking Robbie. I mean, Neil, let's be honest. Like, this ain't going to be a point match with Robbie. Robbie's going out there to kill. That's his way. So
yeah, he has to because the last fight.
Yeah,
I watched it against Covington. He just kind of like Covington steamrolling, and we're like waiting on Robbie. Yeah, it's hard.
Let's be honest though. If someone as good as a wrestler as Covington, I mean, the guy that has to be in the back of your mind. He's not going to feel threatened by Magny at all. He's fought way better than Magny. Magny doesn't. He does not feel threatened one bit by Magny.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, Magny's not going to knock him out or nothing, yeah.
So, I mean, that's just my point, is that he's in a different mindset. Kobe Covington's a different animal. We know that.
Yeah, but I'm just, I want to see Robbie get back.
I know what you're saying.
I agree. If you're up or if you guys want to take the stab, Robbie Lawler by KO, I would think you should get 3-1 now if he's plus 200. That's not a bad stab. I just don't think Robbie's going to win a decision unless he constantly hurts Magny.
I agree.
Because if he's not dropping Magny or just bombing on him, Magny's going to just outpoint him pretty clearly. And
if he doesn't drop him, I mean, the over is pretty good, but the under 2.5, I mean, that's a live play if you think Robbie is going to drop him.
Yeah, and small cage. So, maybe they're going to get into it earlier than expected, but I'm going to take Magny. Your lane right now, it's 260. And
that's the thing, bro. As I said, I'll lean Magny. I mean, it's hard for me to say because I'm going to think Magny wins the fight just volume, but I'm going to bet on Lawler, if that makes any sense here. I mean,
yeah. If you
I know
want
it's
to
contradicting myself, but I'll just put Lawler on my fucking record. Who
I mean,
cares?
if you want to take the shot, I think there's only
because I'm gonna bet it.
one
so fuck
other dog I think I've seen on this card so far for me that I would pick with somewhat confidence where I'm putting real money, like where we've put $1,800 on what's her face Meatball, and then we've had $2,200 on Marab,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been crazy. But we move on here. Main event, 3-round fight, not 5 rounds. Anthony Smith versus Alexander Rakitch. This line's been crazy too.
Yeah, Rakitch is minus 270. Smith is now plus 210. Over and under 1.5. Over minus 160. Under 1.5 is plus 130. What'd this line open at?
So Rakitch was 350. Smith was 280 to 300, depending where your book is. We spoke on this with Clint on Saturdays. Yeah, guys, that's the deal. You have to watch the live shows. We give you these gems well in advance about line movement. I look at lines months in advance, pick my spots, and bet them then. But yeah, so Rakitch was a bigger favorite. Money's coming on Smith. Smith just fought in May. That was a very tough fight for us because that was, I want to say that was the same night of the Ige Barbosa fight. Was it? No, what was it? Oh, it was the Alex Hernandez fight and the Ben Rothwell fight. Okay. So, yeah, that was a pretty tough night for us. But this is so it's 3 rounds. Smith, we know what Smith can do. Smith has very, very good grappling. He's very good on the ground. He can get subs on the ground. He's tall and long. The problem is Rakitch is just as tall and long. So Smith,
and stronger.
Yeah, and bigger. Yeah, and he's bigger because Smith is more of a 185er. So but he's been at 205 for a while. Rakitch hits hard. Rakitch, I don't want to say he's reliant on a round 1 finish because I don't want to say he got robbed, but I thought he definitely defeated Volkan his last fight. Because what he likes to do is those leg kicks. He keeps his hand high, his right hand high, and just swings that straight power shot. And he can put you down bad, but he can get clipped too in the pocket like that. I like Rakitch a lot. I don't like this line, but it's very hard for me to back Anthony Smith, seeing what happened in his last fight.
Quick turnaround.
Is he mentally all there? I saw his interview with Ariel Helwani. I think it dropped today or yesterday. He spoke that he wanted to fight in July. So UFC nixed that in the bud real quick because his teeth were falling out. He was just getting beat into a pulp that last fight. And, mentally, where's his head at? We spoke on it prior to that last bout. His home got broken into. We were worried about him mentally there. He gets beat bad, really bad. Where's his head at here? Rakitch, he's never really been beaten bad. He loses a split to Volkan, and prior to that, he got guillotined like 10 years ago. So
he did get dropped by Devin Clark. I was watching that fight, which was kind of
it's not.
You don't want to see that from
look.
as high as a prospect because I don't think this guy's as good as people say he's going to be. I don't see it personally, but we'll find out.
Yeah, I think he got more hype when he came into the UFC, and then what he did to Jimmy Manuwa, he knocked him out real quick. So he KOs him in the first round. Then he gets that big step up fight versus Volkan, loses a split. Like I said, I don't think he lost the fight, and now he fights Anthony Smith, who's really right on that Volkan tier. Problem is the line. So against Volkan, he's minus 150. Against Anthony Smith, he's minus 300. Is he that much better than Anthony Smith? I don't think so. I get the people, dog or pass. It is 3 rounds. Smith is known to be a slow starter. His last fight, though, he kind of burned himself out. Round 1, he was beating the hell out of Glover. Round 2, Glover
came back,
clipped him or dropped him in round 2. And then it was round 3, he just started beating on Smith, and the fight should have been stopped there, but it went on too long. I'm going to take Rakitch to win the fight. I am not going to recommend a Rakitch bet at minus 250 or above. If Rakitch is at minus 200, I don't think it's the worst bet if money keeps pouring in on Smith. But, Smith, you're getting Smith at plus, over $2, plus 210, 220, when he's only lost to Glover, Jones, and Thiago Santos in the last few years. I don't fault anyone for taking the shot with Smith, but I'm going to take Alexander Rakitch to win and I guess move up to top 5 in the division.
Yeah, if he gets this, I would say he has to because, I mean, to me, dude, he's just like you said. He doesn't throw a whole bunch of combos. He's always looking for 1-2 shots at a time and things like that. But he's got definitely the huge advantage in grappling. I mean, not grappling, athleticism and strength and quickness. Like he's fast as hell. Got some mean leg kicks, man. He can catch you with the leg kick, but it's tough because Smith is a seasoned veteran. He's got 40 fights or something close to that. He's been around the block. He knows how to fight. Pretty good IQ. Weird though because I'm a big Smith fan too. It's kind of weird because he's always been a middle of the road kind of guy. Like worked himself into this position.
Yeah, him and Masvidal are very similar.
And he went through the shitter. Like he got his ass beat all the time back in the day, and that's something he talks about. Like. The thing is, and he's a black belt, he's got a chance to win right there with his grappling. So that's scary. I just think Rakić is too strong, and man, if this thing goes, I'd be surprised if it goes the full 3 rounds, but I do see it going over the 1.5.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Over 1.5 minus 160.
Yeah, I do see it going over, but I do think Rakić gets a finish maybe early round 3. Anthony Smith, we saw what happened, man. He gassed out. He can't come out at that pace. We know that. So what is he going to do? Wait till the 3rd to get going? Because he can't do that against someone like this. This guy's going to come out explosive, strong, and I think he can get the knockout. Smith has power in his hands too. We've seen that. Throw some crazy elbows and very creative, kind of clever fighter. I've seen him do some crazy shit in there. But some of his wins, have kind of been last second too, where he's kind of gotten lucky, like a last minute victory for the win. So, and he wasn't winning those fights from the get-go.
And you can even say he, the guy who just lost Verdum, Gus. So that was like his best statement win, and now we see what Gus is.
Yeah,
kind of like a
same thing happens.
Yeah,
they flatten him out on his belly. Yeah. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I bet we're doing for plus 250 because I saw that and I knew that if Smith could do that, why wouldn't Verdum do that?
Yeah.
He's a way better black belt.
Yeah.
With that being said, man, I'm going Rakić all the way. Minus 270. If he gets down to 250, 240, I could see myself dropping some dough on that. Other than that, man, I'll put out my best bets tomorrow before the fights, but slim pickings because it's kind of a iffy card. Betting wise, I would be I would probably bet with all the dogs, but I don't think they're going to win. But value wise, I could see why there's value on them.
Yeah, you're laying a lot of heavy prices. We spoke about the line's wide with Sean Brady, but for my best bet, this is something I like to do. So it's 2 fights. It's going to be Sean Brady to beat Christian Aguilera, and it's going to be Alexa Grasso to beat Ji Yoon Kim. If you parlay them together, it's going to be around minus 150. I know parlay minus 150, that's a lot of juice to lay. If you think both fighters are going to win and you're pretty confident, that's where I'm going with. I'm with you. I personally think Neil Magny's going to pick Robbie apart, but, Robbie has to know, I want to say it's his last chance, but he has to know he's got to get inside. He has to beat a guy like this. He wants to remain somewhat relevant because if he loses this fight, it should probably be last chance saloon. Probably retire, get one more fight.
I agree.
Throw him a Mickey Gall or an easy touch, but I'm gonna go with, like I said, Grasso Brady parlay. That's gonna be my best bet. So.
Yeah, no, I really like that parlay. My only thing for that is I promised myself never to bet women's MMA again.
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten burned. Yeah, no, I agree.
So I will not do that, but that is a good parlay, and I think it is going to win for sure, and I like it. What are they? The two biggest favorites?
Uh,
Because rightfully so.
Llamas,
yeah.
Llamas and Ankle
okay.
are bigger, but
barely though. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, it's
Martin's like a 320 favorite too. So
the thing is, you can see some big edges there for both fighters, which I like. They both have clear paths to victory. They know what they're going to have to do to win. And I like that because a fighter that, I don't know. So, okay, that's good. I like that parlay. I'm going to go with Impa here, minus 135, man. I think he gets it done. It's a good line. Turnaround for Maki. Coconuts. Coca not going to bet on you. This fucking fight.
Yeah.
He fights, 3 weeks now? I mean, the weight fluctuation. He comes out, does that blitz. He puts down Derek Stewart, gets caught in the fucking guillotine. I mean, he ain't going to put down Impa here like that. So I'm going with him all the way, minus 135 for my best bet.
Okay, so those are our best bets. We'll hit our sponsors real quick one more time. If you guys suffer from stress, anxiety, joint pain, PTSD, or insomnia, visit Natural Heights. They're located in San Antonio, Texas. That's where we're located. Phone number is 210-592-1060, 1880 Nacogdoches Road. And if you guys are going to come on tomorrow, watch our live stream. We'll have Nick in here, Mo in here. Who knows who else maybe we can bring on.
And we might get these guys to do the prelims for us. We usually come in at the main card, so maybe we'll get them rolling. We'll meet up with them later. But y'all guys, please hit the subscribe and like button to our YouTube channel. We appreciate y'all watching and hanging out with us.
Yep.
MyBookie.ag, as always, Preston likes to allude to the best sports book in the business.
So you guys, that's what I was thinking after. If you guys are going to join us tomorrow with Mo, Nick, whoever else, bet with us. We will be betting on MyBookie.ag. Last week, I don't believe we made an official bet on the show. So I think we're still
sitting at 5. So
we're
what
at
we
500.
do,
okay.
Yeah, we might as well explain to everyone what we do with the Saturdays. So they know. Every Saturday, well, not every Saturday. Oh yeah, every Saturday.
Yeah, every Saturday.
But we take $500. We try to flip the cash. Our goal is to get to 10,000. We've been doing this for months now. The highest we've gotten is $4,000. We threw it all down on Minifield a few months ago. We lost. So we started back over. We got back up to about what, 3,200, 3,400.
Yeah, a little over $3,000. Yeah.
Then we threw it all on fucking O'Malley, lost, and now we're back to the 500.
Before O'Malley, it was Meatball.
Meatball lost. Then it was Meatball, and then it was Rodriguez before that.
Yeah.
So that's why we don't bet on Women's Day. We've lost 3 of them actually. It was Meatball,
Marina Rodriguez,
and
Meatball, Marina Rodriguez.
There was one. There was one other one.
I can't think.
Yeah, we'll have to go look and backtrack. But we post everything on social, so you know that we're really betting money, and we bet. Like I said, we're trying to flip the cash from 500. Our goal is 10,000. I know it sounds crazy. We've gotten up to $4,000, so it is possible. But we're gonna keep pushing, man. We're gonna keep trying. Unfortunately, we took some bad hits. We're getting back with the 500. We're gonna make our way back to the 10,000 this week.
Yeah, we had it pretty good though. We were going pretty good. We had Derek Lewis. We had
Cater. I mean, you can go all the way back.
It was the one, and then Marab, the one that sucked. It was Sean. It was O'Malley.
Volkanovski, all the way back to.
It was O'Malley.
I mean, that's the thing is we've been winning more than we've been losing, but the ones that we lose are when we put all the marbles on the plate because we're trying to flip everything. So with that being said, we're going to change some things up. We are kind of going at it to where we have to keep rolling everything over. We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to bet smart. And if it takes us 6 months to get to 10 grand, so be it. Like, who cares?
Yeah, for sure.
The goal is to get there. So appreciate y'all tuning in, guys. Please hit that click, subscribe. We'll post out some further details with Mo Scream and Mr. Fat Fist himself, Boston Nick. Hopefully they can get rolling tomorrow for the prelims. And see y'all tomorrow, man. Good luck. We're going to win some money, drink some beer. We'll be more exciting tomorrow. Nev, sorry about that, bud. I don't know what you want from us. Maybe a little respect, huh? A little fucking, I can do a Roger Dangerfield impression the whole time, huh?
Yeah. Also, breaking news: rest in peace. Black Panther has just died. The
Oh,
actor who played the
shit.
Black Panther.
No way.
Yeah. So
How?
breaking news there: cancer.
Oh my
So,
God. I didn't
yeah.
even know he had cancer.
Yeah, I don't think anyone did. So,
Wow.
tough week here for everyone. Just tough. So,
And I love Black Panther. That's one of my favorite.
yeah,
Was
the
it
Marvel
yeah,
movies.
one of my favorite
Yeah.
Marvel movies. I thought it was badass.
Yeah. So, yeah, tough look for him. But
Oh shit.
like you said, we'll be back here tomorrow. We'll get Nick on. We'll get Mo on. And yeah, when we're betting live money, you'll see the headphones go flying, holes being punched in walls. It's been craziness. So make sure to join us tomorrow. We will see you guys then. Have a good one.
Later, guys.